Cancer, hello, it's a Scorpio Stellium here, your no bullshit tarot card reader. I'm going to do your predictions for the week of November 15th. I'm going to take a look at love, at career and finance, and at family and friends. I do a little bit of everything, and at the end of this reading, I will do a pick a card for what message you need to hear this week from the universe. So, Cancer, let's dive right in. We start with love. I do 2 rounds, so I'm going to clarify the cards as well. So we're going to get more about each thing after the initial read on it. So for love, we start off with the reverse 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, reverse death. So what this is telling me with the reverse 9 of Cups is that you didn't get something that you wanted. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. It shows that there is a wife, maternal type figure, something domestic related. And whether you are the Queen of Pentacles here or this is referring to somebody else in your life, you are not getting what you want. You're not getting your desires met. Whatever this thing is that you really, you're driven about, your passion is invested in, what is important to you, what you aim for. I don't see it happening right now, but I also don't see it being over because the reverse death card is here. It tells me that there are no endings yet, or at least you're able to avoid an ending. So I think that the situation is ongoing. There's still a shot for things to go the right way, but we'll get more information when we come back around to love. Let's look at money and career. We have the 4 of Wands, the reverse Queen of Swords, and the reverse 9 of Swords. So 4 of Wands, I see a situation of celebration, something involving your home. You could be having people to your home to, I don't know, do some type of celebratory thing this week. But when it comes to your money, you're in a good position. Your house is on stable ground, so to speak. Having the Queen of Swords next to this, it feels like there's some bitterness though. And reverse 9 of Swords next to that, trying to get over the bitterness. There's something with money and with career where I think that there was somebody who was not for you, who was not helping you, who was against you. You could have been dealing with a nasty coworker. You could have been dealing with somebody at a bank. You could, anybody that has to do with your work or your money, somebody that's not helping you. And you can also need to take the mindset of making sure you're making really rational, good decisions and not making, ones where you're just spending because you can spend, because you have it right now. Because, we got Christmas coming, so buckle down. But the 4 of Wands does tell me, though, that there is something good going on. You do have something positive financially, and I feel like you're also recovering from something difficult financially as well. So you're in a kind of recuperation stage. Also, now we have in friends and family, so all platonic relationships down at the bottom. The 6 of Pentacles, the reverse moon, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity here to deal with some fears right now, some issues that have been maybe squelched for a little while that have not been addressed. There's an opportunity to address those things. They're going to come out, and if they don't come out, they're going to create bigger problems. It's going to have to do with an area that there was an imbalance between you and other people or another person, where perhaps you didn't feel like you had the power or the other person didn't. So it is like I said, it's a power imbalance, one person being the giver, one person being the taker. That's the kind of feel from this with the 6 of Pentacles. But the reverse moon gives us this idea of trying to push down things that are difficult, trying to ignore the emotions that are coming up. And I don't think that that's the best thing to do. I think that we need to bring it all out into the light and handle it in a healthy way. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's opportunities to do this. There's also opportunities for growth this week with your family and your friends. So I hope you take those opportunities. We'll see more about what they are in a minute, if you don't already know. And we're going to go ahead now and start clarifying and looking at love a little bit more. This thing that you want that you don't have, that you maybe can't get, at least not right now, but it's not closing the door on it though. Let's look at that. This flipped over. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups. This is a lot of choices, but it's maybe not the best choices that you should make. In the Thoth deck, they call the 7 of Cups the Lord of Debauchery. So it may be making some bad choices. I want you to be careful of playing too many people or too many people playing you, you know, like, I don't know. I'm getting this feeling of there's more than one person involved in this situation. And I don't think that, like I said, I don't think you're getting the outcome that you want. The Queen of Pentacles, let's look at this a little bit more, who you're dealing with or how you're feeling about it. Somebody's taking care of somebody else. Okay, we have the Justice card, so things being fair. I believe that you are dealing with a situation that you feel is unfair. I think that perhaps the person that you want affection and attention from does not have they're not showing you the attention that you want this week. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. Let's look at the reverse Death card. It's like not over yet. I have the Four of Pentacles that flipped around. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. This thing is established. This thing is something that's well rooted in your life, that has firm foundations in your life. It's not something that you can just rip out and move away from very easily. But the foundations are rocky right now. That's the other thing. You know, the core solid place of this relationship, this situationship. That's a little shaky right now. And then we have the Princess of Wands. This is something that you feel extremely passionate about. And I think that there is somebody that wants to tell another how they feel. I don't know if this is you wanting to talk to somebody else, but I don't think that this is the week to do it. If you feel like you're ready to just speak your mind and say what you want to say, I think you need to hold back this week, Cancer, in love. Let's look at your money a little bit more and your job. Let's look at the Four of Wands. I do want to know what the celebratory feeling is about, what the happy feeling is about. It seems like there's something good happening here, and I want to know what the good stuff is. Tell me all the good stuff. Okay, the Four of Cups. Four of Cups and Four of Wands. You know what? I'm going to come back to that one. So I'm going to think on it for a minute. It seems like emotionally, like, establishing something. That's what it feels like to me. So maybe whatever it is that you're passionate about that you want to build upon. I'll come back to it. Okay, Three of Cups. Or sorry, Three of Wands. That's what this is. Three of Wands. Okay, I think that whatever you're endeavoring to do, you need to rethink. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying rethink it. Think it through a little bit more, because it seems like the logic that is behind it is not solid yet. You haven't maybe worked out a full plan for whatever it is involving finance or career. Because the Queen of Swords reversed, she's not so logical. And then the Three of Wands is the clarifier. It's talking about some new endeavor, some new plan, some new thing you want to go off and do. So that's why I'm like, you need to think this through a little bit more and make sure that you really have all of your ducks in a row. Let's look at the Nine of Swords reversed. I feel like you're trying to come through something. Okay, then. We've got the Ace of Pentacles because you have new opportunity around you. We have the Nine of Wands. This is making sure, the Nine of Wands is making sure that you're doing your due diligence around your new opportunities. The Nine of Wands is, if I can get a hold of it, the Nine of Wands is, it's kind of a card about defensiveness, honestly, but it's in the terms of, in money terms and career terms, it's like making sure that you have really protected yourself well before you go and move into something else. You know, you don't want to create too big of a risk here. I think that's the feeling of this. Now I want to look at this Four of Wands and this Four of Cups a little bit more. It seems like there's some apathy, there's some like not total satisfaction about wherever you are in life. It may be that you want some action, you want something to move forward. I think you have what you need right now, your needs are being met. You know, your house may be okay, your car may be working, you know, you may have the things that you really need, but you're looking to bigger, better things. You're trying to grow your money, you're trying to move up in your career. And so I see you making some new plans, but it's just saying, hey, wait, I see you've got an opportunity here, but make sure you really, really think it through. Make sure that it's solid before you move ahead. So now let's look at this situation in family and friends. We do see some things coming up out of the woodwork, maybe some feelings of unfairness in the relationship, but we have opportunities to resolve something. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. So there's been a heartbreak. There's been some pain here. And the pain is what is needing to come out and be shown and be dealt with. So there may be some therapy that needs to happen. There needs to be some come to Jesus meetings, some conversations with your loved ones that need to happen this week, because you can't keep hiding your feelings anymore. The Ten of Cups is here. There are good and bad interpretations of the Ten of Cups. That's the way with any card. But the Ten of Cups clarifying the reverse moon is telling me that you're pretending everything is okay when it is not all okay with you. That heartbreak is still very real, and you need to address it so that it doesn't come back up later. Just shoving it down and hiding behind the shell, hiding behind your walls, does not deal with the situation. And so we have an opportunity here to do that. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the Prince of Wands. So we have this opportunity to be confident and to show you have this opportunity right now. You've been through a lot, you've learned a lot, you've dealt with a lot. And now I think that the universe, your life, is presenting you with an opportunity to show what you learned. It's like, okay, this is test time, so to speak. This is the time that you need to show that you have, you've leveled up emotionally, that you're more mature, you're more healthy, that you know what to do now, because you've been in something like this really similar before. And that was the lesson. That was where you learned how to deal with it. And now this is coming back around. And I think it's time for you to show that you do know. You do know what to do when you're dealing with this hurt, because this is not a new hurt. This is a buried long time. This is something that you've been dealing with for a long time. Okay, let's look at your messages from the universe, what you need to hear this week. Since I am so new on YouTube and I have to fight the YouTube monster of the algorithm, I would so appreciate if you would subscribe and hit your notifications. Not because I'm just like being like, subscribe and hit your notification bell, but because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to bring these to you guys. I hope that you enjoy them. If you do, I would really appreciate you showing me some love. If you don't want to do that, just drop me a comment. Say hello. I appreciate that too. I will always comment back. All right. What messages do I have for you, Cancer? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So pick your card. You know how to pause, so I'm going to jump right in. Card number 1, the Empress. This is a fertile time in your life. This is a time that something can grow. This may be even a time for pregnancy and birth, but it can also be a time that you are, like I said, it's fertile for you to create something new. You're trying to bring something new into life. And I saw that a lot with your career and your money, that you're trying to make a new plan and see something that could change for your family, for your life, for your future. Just make sure that you really, really plan it out well before you jump into it. For card number 2, 5 of Cups, I see the sorrow and I see the grief right now, and I see you holding on to it, and you need to find a healthy way to work through it. It doesn't mean to get over it. It means to work through it, to find a way to heal from it, because if you're grasping at what is hurting and what's painful and difficult for you, and you're not seeing all the blessings and the abundance in your life, it's going to be a self-perpetuating cycle. And so for card number 3, this is the 6 of Coins reversed. We had this card upright in your reading before. It is, again, this power and balance, and I think that the balance is about to get flipped. So whoever was on top, whoever was the giver, is about to be the taker, and vice versa. You're going to see some change in whatever situations have felt like you are either probably giving too much, that you feel like you're the one who's giving. It's time for it to get flipped. You're going to see some differences there this week. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you again next week.